Welcome to the Ancient Owl pregame show. My name is Ryan Giacomini, joined by Addy Daudet. Today, the Blues take on the Santa Maria Indians. It's game 2 of a 3-game weekend series. With this being the final game against the Indians, the Blues will wrap up with a 2 o'clock start tomorrow against the Cal Expos. But before we talk about tomorrow and, well, the game to come today, let's take a look at last night's game, a devastating 7-5 loss for the Blues. The Indians are now considered a CCL affiliate team, so these games against the Indians count towards CCL record, count towards the Blues making the postseason like they have for the last 2 seasons. And they started off on the wrong foot. Santa Maria really took advantage with a 5-run 7th inning.
Yes, it was a very competitive game the entire time. We didn't see a run scored until the 4th for the Blues. So they held the lead until, as Ryan said, the 7th with that 4-run grand slam that really changed the tide and the energy in the stadium for sure. We saw a fight a little bit from the Blues towards the end of the game, but just weren't able to finish it out on top. Very competitive overall. I think we're going to have a really exciting game once again. A little bit of a different lineup for the Blues coming into this game. About the same lineup for the Indians. A few people shifted around, so I think it'll be very interesting to see what both teams have to bring today.
Yeah, the Blues definitely going with a little bit of a different look. After the loss yesterday, we won't see Nahar or Suzuki in the lineup. Those two have started every single game prior to today. Murillo's going to move up. Constantine's going to play second. A couple other changes that we'll go through when the game starts. But for the Indians, that grand slam was hit last night by Landon Mabry. Mabry not in the lineup tonight. He injured himself rounding the bases after hitting a grand slam last night. So Blues don't have to worry about his power in the middle of the order. He was replaced by Damian Gullion Mitchell. He's not in the lineup today. Instead, out in left field will be Blake Gregory, who was yesterday's backstop, and Gabe Vigil will be the catcher, a former Blue. Makes his 2026 debut at Sinsheimer. For the Blues, they are going to be throwing Corbin Geeson today. Geeson had a very, very solid outing, his first time pitching this year in game 2 of the season. He threw 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. None of them earned with no walks and 7 strikeouts. So look for him to fill up the zone again today against this Indian team.
Yeah, we're about to get started here, about 1 minute till game time. We should have another good game. It's a beautiful day here at Sinsheimer. Expect lots of fans and some good baseball.
Blues looking for their first CCL win of the year. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we'll have first pitch and starting lineups. Game 2 of the weekend and 6 overall for the San Luis Obispo Blues as they welcome in the visiting Santa Maria Indians from just down south, no more than 35 minutes away. Indians, big win last night, led by Landon Mabry, who will not be in the lineup tonight. And a brand new pitcher on the bump for the Blues will be Corbin Geeson. We talked in the pregame show. He got a start last weekend and gave up no earned runs and struck out 7 with no walks. A guy who is going to fill up the strike zone. Geeson, originally from Santa Cruz, California, and a commit of LMU after 2 years at the College of San Mateo, where this last year he posted a 2.18 ERA, mainly used out of relief this last year with just 1 start in his 12 appearances, but was dominant nonetheless when he was in the game.
Yeah, we should be expecting some good pitching today. We went through about 4 pitchers yesterday. So hopefully, as long as our defense is strong behind him, it should be a good outing defensively for the Blues. Last night, the Indians definitely were on fire offensively. So as long as our pitching can stay strong and our defense can stay strong behind him, we should be expecting some good games.
Let's take a look at the lineup that Corbin Geeson will be facing for the Santa Maria Indians. Blake Gregory will play left and lead it off. Jerome Damry will bat second. Cesar Garcia, the designated hitter, bats third. Dom Banducci cleans it up with Drew Capel batting fifth. Rocco Mucili bats sixth. Chris Johnson, Hayden Hall, and Gabe Vigil, 3 former Blues, will round out the order for the Indians. Here comes Blake Gregory, who had a very solid night last night in the win, and jumps up to the leadoff spot. Reached base safely 3 times, single, a walk, and was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the game is swung on and fouled off at 4:04 p.m. Game time temperature 72 degrees and sunny. Very, very windy, however, pushing right to left just like it normally does. Geeson, I mentioned, mainly pitched out of relief this last year with the College of San Mateo, but the year before that, he was used primarily as a starter in the 2025 season. 13 appearances, 11 of them a starting nod. Here's the 0-2. It's fouled away.
On the third base side, our foul ball sponsor today is JW Design and Construction.
His freshman year, he faced almost 3 times the amount of batters he did in his sophomore campaign. Outside, first ball of the game from Geeson. Gregory still behind 1-2. High leg kick, and the offering just misses. Count evens up, and it's a good at-bat for Gregory. Swung on and ripped through the right side, and that's how this game gets started. Makes way for Jerome Damry.
Solid at bat for Gregory. Makes Geeson throw 5 pitches before getting on base with a nice ball hit straight between the first baseman and second baseman, popping right into shallow right field.
First pitch, called strike. Damry offered. Pulled back, but it was called a strike anyways. Indians didn't score a run last night until they had that 5-run 7th inning. Leadoff runner here, looking to provide some early offense tonight and not have to play from behind like they did so well yesterday. So 1-1 count to the shortstop. Outside for ball 2.
Fairly short innings for the Indians as well until that 7th. In the first, only 5 batters. Not bad, but 5 batters made to plate. The second inning was only 3, and then 4 in the third.
2-2 now. Yeah, you're right. The Blues. It took the Indians, I should say, over 4 innings to get through their lineup twice. Runner goes. Slider misses. Throw down is on the money, and Murillo applies the tag. Strike him out, throw him out, as Damry was rung up. Just like that, runner off the base pass, and there's 2 outs.
Impressive outing for the battery and then shortstop, Diego Murillo. Strike 3 and a throw out to second for the leadoff batters.
First pitch misses inside. This is Cesar Garcia, the designated hitter. Swung on and chopped to third. Comerford will glove it and make the throw across the diamond to end the inning. Geeson faces the minimum, gets a strikeout, and after half an inning, it's the Indians nothing and the Blues coming up. Bottom of the first inning for the Blues. They will have to face Riley Bassett, the Indians' right-handed pitcher from Santa Maria, California, and a graduate of Rigetti High School, who was a Bulldog with Alan Hancock this last year, but did not see any time on the mound. The lineup that Bassett will be facing is led off by Cesar Chavez, making his debut, followed by Diego Murillo, who jumps from 7 to 2nd in the batting order. Comerford will bat 3rd. Kyle Becker makes his debut and cleans up with C.J. Moran and Mason Ashlock. Moran, the designated hitter. Sean Rivas will bat 7th, with Miles Mader, the catcher, making his debut, and Gavin Constantine rounding out the order. Blues will look to put the performance from yesterday behind them
It's the center fielder,
at the plate.
49, Cesar Chavez.
UCLA split back-to-back and tied up in the bottom of the ninth.
Chavez, I mentioned, making his debut and leading off, taking the spot of Dom Nahar, who previously had led off all 5 games. First pitch to Chavez, misses away. Chavez, originally from Walnut, California, and a graduate of Walnut High School, was a stud this last year with the Golden Eagles of Cal State LA. Outside, 2-0. He had 17 multi-hit games this last season, 4 3-hit games, 2 4-hit games, and also a 5-hit game. Called strike from Bassett. Chavez's second time in the CCL. He spent the season 2 summers ago with the San Diego Bombers, who at the time were an affiliate team. Outside, and Chavez draws the leadoff walk. Diego Murillo comes up. Murillo perennially batted second all last year, but in his 2 starts so far this season, batted 7th. Today, he does get the nod in the 2-hole. Murillo slaps the first pitch the other way. Foul ball. Could have been more than a foot foul.
Hard hit ball. The wind didn't seem to help him out, as it usually pushes left, but not in enough.
Good sign, though, for Murillo, who went 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. And still, in his 2 games played, has just 1 hit for the Blues. The 0-1 swung on and hit softly to third. Hall grabs it and throws it to first. The runner moves into scoring position. Well, we just saw Hall make that play at third base. Let's take a look at the rest of the defense for the Santa Maria Indians.
Now batting for the Blues.
The rest of the infield is Jerem Damry at short, Rocco Mucili at second with Chris Johnson at first. The outfield, the left field is Blake Gregory with Capel and Banducci in center and right with Gabe Vigil behind the dish. So a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Brendan Comerford, who takes a first pitch slider for a strike. Blues today looking for win number 4 on the season and their first CCL win. Another slider and another called strike. Comerford, a hit in yesterday's game, made it to first base or reached base safely, I should say, 4 times, despite only having 1 hit. Hits this one hard the other way, but it's going to be foul. He walked and then later scored a run. And he reached on an error twice. Finds himself behind 0-2 to the starter Bassett. In the dirt and blocked by Vigil.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Becker is on deck. left-handed hitter who is making his debut today. Comerford hits this one back up the middle, past the pitcher and into center field. Rounding third and scoring is Chavez. Blues take a 1-0 lead.
You score. We got $3 Coors Light, $4 field recordings.
First hit of the day for the Blues, and it drives in a run. Blues played with a lead for most of yesterday's game, have an early lead today.
Kyle Becker.
Exactly the kind of thing this team needs coming off of a loss last night. Being able to get ahead early is crucial for the vibes of the dugout. With a 1 out and score a run in and someone on first, huge for the team.
Good piece by Comerford as Becker swings at the first pitch she sees as a blue. Well, Kyle Becker was making his debut today. We just heard his walk-up song for the first time, and it's a walk-up song very familiar to Blues fans as he hits this ball the other way to short. Damry will go to second for 1, but that's all they'll get. I'm going to finish my thought on the walk-up song. So it's, I don't know if it's what the name of the song is. Is it just Play That Funky Music, White Boy?
It has to be, I think
Or is
so.
it Play That Funky Music? I don't know. But I'll sing it for you guys, because why not? Play that funky music, white boy. And last year, E.J. Royal, the last 2 years, E.J. Royal had been one of the better hitters for the Blues. He led off every single game. That was his leadoff song. E.J. Royal, famously not fully white, which was why it was kind of funny. So it was kind of funny hearing that song again. Becker is now off first. I call it strike to C.J. Moran. It's 1-1.
Moran back in that designated hitter spot. We saw him take the field for the first time last night at first base. And Monday, in his 2026 debut here with the Blues, was also the designated hitter.
The other way. Hall goes to second and gets the out. The Blues score a run on a single from Brendan Comerford, and that's all they'll get. It's a 1-0 game after an inning.
So please watch out for them.
It's the middle three in the order for the Santa Maria Indians as they trail by a run after Brendan Comerford drove in Cesar Chavez to get the Blues on the board. Dom Banducci is the right fielder, and he takes the first strike. Slider for a called strike two. It was a pretty efficient first inning for Corbin Geeson after giving up a leadoff single, mainly because of a strike him out, throw him out. Jerome Damery, the one that struck out. Excuse me, Jerem. And Gregory, the one who got caught stealing. One and two. Swung on a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Corbin Geeson, who had 7 in his first outing with the Blues this summer.
12:33. If that's on your program, go to the marketing tent, pick up a bottle of SLO Heat.
Drew Capel bats now.
Cafe.
Leadoff hitter yesterday.
Standing in now, the center fielder, number 18, Drew Capel.
Finds himself batting 5th today. Down and away for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Decent, sitting right around the low 90s. That last pitch, 90 miles an hour. 1-1 is swung on and chopped to Murillo. 2 hops, and he throws it to first in time. 5 up, 5 down. Paco Muchili up next.
Murillo has certainly added a little spice to the infield since joining us last Monday. His efficiency has certainly cleaned up the left side of the field.
Great defender last year for the Blues and doing it again this year. Muchili takes strike 1. Down and away.
That's what it does. It's like
1-1 is popped up.
Right behind home plate.
Literally directly in front of us here at the press box.
JW Design and Construction sponsoring all of our
Muchili plays at Chandler Gilbert High School as a Coyote in the Arizona Community College Athletic Conference. 1-2, swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts for Geeson, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Blues get a chance with some momentum to come back up in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Blues lead 1-0 as Mason Ashlock will lead it off.
Key call. Key call. This is a key call.
Ashlock takes a first pitch slider down low. This one finds the zone. Ashlock in his Blues debut yesterday went 1 for 4, a walk, 2 RBIs, struck out looking, and reached on an error. Down low, ball 2. For those of you following the Los Angeles Regional, maybe you're a Cal Poly fan. UCLA, the #1 overall seed in the country, finished the regular season and their postseason tournament with a 51-6 record as Ashlock hits this ball a mile high, and it's going to be the first out of the inning. They lost yesterday to the St. Mary's Gales, who pitched John Damazonio. If that name sounds familiar, he was a Blue 2 years ago, and he just threw 7 scoreless innings yesterday against the #1 overall team in the country to give them a loss in the regional. And then today against the Virginia Tech Hokies, who Cal Poly beat yesterday. Virginia Tech was up 5-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. UCLA had 3 outs to tie it or win it. And back-to-back home runs to start the inning. And then a couple of base knocks. And the Bruins walk it off 6-5. Swung on a miss.
The Mustangs will take on St. Mary's later today, around 6 p.m. if this game didn't adjust the time at all.
Foul off. 1-2 to C.J. Moran.
Thanks again to JW Design and Construction for sponsoring our foul ball.
Excuse me, this is Sean Rivas. Hits it hard on the ground. Damry has a tough time fielding it, and it's going to go as an error. It's a one-out base runner for Miles Mader making his Blues debut. A catcher from Indiana. Originally from Atlanta, Georgia. You see the Indiana gear up and down his body, a red sleeve, or excuse me, he does have a red sleeve too, but I meant to say the red shin guard and toe guard with the red batting gloves. Despite all the red, a baby blue barrel. Swung on and nestled into center field. 104 mile an hour base hit for Miles Mader. A guy that we didn't really know all that much about because he only has 3 college at-bats with the Indiana Hoosiers, and he went 0 for 3. I guess we're finding out right now he can hit 104 mile an hour line drive singles. Puts a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Gavin Constantine comes up.
You never know. Last time.
Constantine hasn't played since the Monday game on Memorial Day against the West Coast Kings. And in that game, very similar spot, he drove in 2 runs with a single. Batting ninth today, top of the order, and Cesar Chavez on deck. 2-1.
Catcher Morales looks to throw it down to first, trying to catch Mader on his toes, but no one was there to cover.
Constantine, a .250 batting average with a .500 on base early in the season. Inside, 3-1. He's reached base safely 3 of his 6 plate appearances, 2 walks and a single. Productive start to the year, especially after not playing that great here at Sinsheimer last year. 3-1. There's a called strike. Full count with 1 out. We'll see what the runners do. Rivas, not known for his speed, just had 1 stolen base this last year at Cuesta. Down and away, it's ball 4, and bases are now loaded. 3 straight base runners have reached. Give Cesar Chavez a chance to drive in his first run as a Blue.
Pretty ideal situation for the Blues here. Bases loaded, 1 out, with their number 1 guy up to the plate.
Chavez, 76 career runs batted in. Guy who thrives playing summer ball. I mentioned in his first at-bat, he played with the Bombers in 2024. Batted .413 that summer. And last year he played with the Springfield Drifters in the West Coast League, where he batted .341. Quarter infielders play in, looking to make a play at the plate. Ace is free, a ball, a strike, and an out. And a 1-run game with the leadoff batter up. On third is Rivas, Mader on second, Constantine on first. Swung on and hit pretty well the other way. It's slicing away from Banducci. He's not going to get there. 1 run comes in as every runner moves up a station. Chavez drives in his first run as a Blue. It's an RBI single.
Banducci seemed to get a little on his feet trying to make that play. He attempts a diving catch. Doesn't seem to get in his glove. Stands up and seems to trip over himself a little bit, trying to grab it again and throw it in. Nevertheless, the Blues score a run and increase their lead 2-0.
Inning not over. Murillo comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Vigil blocks it right at his feet.
They're fixing the score. Do we know who the pitcher is? Riley Bassett. He's not wearing number 9. No.
Murillo the other way. This time Banducci's going to catch it and no tag from Mader. Good idea probably because it was a great throw. 2 outs now. Comerford 2 outs, bases loaded chance. He already drove in a run today with an RBI single in the first. Blues have now scored in back-to-back innings today. First pitch is a fastball right over the shoe tops. Away. Advantage Comerford. After singling in the first, Becker grounded into a fielder's choice, and Comerford was taken off the base pass. 2-0. Down and away, 3-0. For Bassett, obviously he knows Comerford is a dangerous hitter, but you also don't want to walk in a run and bring up the cleanup hitter with the bases loaded. See if he gets one out over the plate here, 3-0. He does. Comerford had no intention of swinging at it. It's now 3-1.
Difficult situation for Bassett. Hot flyer strikeout to get out of this.
High chopper to short. Damry will throw it to first, and the pitch and catch is in time. Blues score another run on an RBI single from Chavez, his first RBI as a Blue. We head to the third inning, 2-0 San Luis Obispo. Chris Johnson is going to lead off the top of the third inning. 6 up and 6 down so far for the Indians, who trail by 2 runs. Johnson, first pitch, single. Right in front of Becker in left field to start the third. Second hit for the Indians.
Next up, number 32, Hayden.
It's the second leadoff single as well for the Indians.
Effective hit at that.
Here's Hayden Hall. Johnson, Hall, and Vigil are all former Blues. Hall, also a former Coastal Dodger. We saw him last weekend. Called strike, down and away. Hall in yesterday's game was playing second base, today playing third. He went 0 for 5 with 3 groundouts and a flyout. On the ground to third, Comerford's not going to have a play at second, but the throw to first is on the money.
Still looking for some participants in the rescue race. We need 2 teams of 2 adults each. If you are participate in that, grab your buddy.
He's out on the ground out, but Anderson moved Johnson over to scoring position
Rescue race.
as we're getting closer to the top of the lineup as we face the number 9 guy.
Vigil, the catcher, batting ninth, originally from Atascadero and a graduate of SLO High School, takes a strike 1.
At the plate now, the catcher Gabe Vigil, number 27.
Vigil, excuse me. As I just mentioned, played with the Blues last year. Started 2 games for the hometown team. And the first game he started, he went 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and an RBI, scored a run, and struck out twice. In the second game, 1 for 3, a stolen base, an RBI, and he was also caught stealing. 2-1 to V-Hill. V-Hill ahead. Geeson hasn't given up a walk in his tenure with the Blues. And has a chance here in a 3-1. And there it is, ball 4. Puts 2 on with an out for the top of the order.
Up now for the Indians. Number 2, the left fielder, Blake Gregory.
Solid at bat for V-Hill, doing exactly what he needed to do. Keep the inning going, get on base, and give the top of the lineup and Gregory an opportunity to get some runs in for the Indians.
Gregory's started this game by ripping a single into right. First pitch, there's a called strike. Well, Gregory is actually another former Blue. That's 4 in a row, 7, 8, 9, and 1. He went 1 for 5 last year with the Blues, with 1 start and 1 appearance off the bench. Slider that misses. 2 walks, 3 runs, and a stolen base as well. Pretty productive couple of games for Blake Gregory. Reached base safely 3 times and 8 plate appearances and scored 3 times. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up. See if this one's called an infield fly rule, and it is. No matter what happens, it's an out. As Comerford squeezes it anyways for the second out of the inning.
Coming to the plate for the Santa Maria Indians, number 34,
Brings up
Jerem Damry.
Jerem Damry. Damry struck out looking in the first. Damry also played against the Blues last year with the Indians and went 0 for 4. Grabbed his first hit of his career against the Blues yesterday in the 3rd inning. First pitch to him, and that's going to be another hit as it splits Becker and Chavez. A run comes in as V-Hill makes his way to 3rd. An RBI single for Damry.
Damry fired up over there at first after a great hit that split the left and center fielder for an RBI single.
Here's number
Puts
23, Cesar Garcia.
2 players in the corners and 1 just 90 feet away from tying the game up.
Cesar Garcia is the one to bat now. With a pair of outs, he takes a strike. Garcia this last year with Alan Hancock saw a decreased role from his first year. About a third of the plate appearances. After a pretty productive first season. Slashed 283, 340, and 500. Down and away, 2-1. Three and 1 now. Easton has given up 3 base runners in the inning alone, including his first walk of the summer. As well, his first earned run of the summer came here in the third. Gets a called strike. And the runner on first, Damry, will get a head start with a full count and 2 outs. There goes, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 4 for Corbin Geeson, and it ends the third inning. The Indians do get a run back and cut the lead in half for the Blues. Bottom of the third coming up. The Blues look to get the run right back from the Indians with the middle of the order. Coming up, Becker, the left-hander, will lead it off. He takes a first pitch changeup downstairs. Confirmation, a splitter. Two now. Becker reached on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat with the Blues this summer. He's ahead 3-0. See if he gets the green light. Moran's on deck. It's called strike right at the knees. Ball 4. I think everyone in the ballpark thought that one was a strike. Becker barely wanted to leave the box, but it's a leadoff walk for the Blues. Who are looking to score for the third consecutive inning. They've done that already 3 times this season. First pitch to Moran, he moves his hands away for ball 1. Moran batting 125 with the Blues. Small sample size, 1 hit. It was a double. And 8 at-bats. everyone has a pretty small sample size so far. Dom Nahar, who's not in the lineup today, leads the team in plate appearances with 24. This ball is hit very high. Coming in on it originally was Capel. He now goes back as the wind continues to push it, and he will make the grab for the first out.
No tag by Becker, so he's
And coming in plate now, it's number
falling
41,
back
the
to
right
first
fielder,
base.
Mason Ashlock.
with Ashlock up to the plate.
Ashlock popped up on the infield in the second inning, was to open up the second inning. Played his first year of Division I ball with the Rice Owls. Throw over to first is not in time.
A little hot by first baseman Johnson to grab the ball and keep it in the field.
Upstairs. Now down. That one misses. Hard hit ball in the left field. That's going to get down. Rolls all the way to the wall. Rounding third is Becker. He gets the wave from Regalado. No throw. A double from Mason Ashlock, his first extra base hit of the summer. And it comes in hard hit fashion.
Blues are sponsored by the YMCA, Coastal Roll-Off Waste Connections, Walsh Engineering, the Wallace Group, and Villages SLO. Other sponsors.
Blues have now scored in 3 consecutive innings for the 4th time in 6 games this summer.
Advisors, as well as Via Automotive.
Pretty impressive stuff to be able to string together good innings of offense like that consistently.
The Schwagerly team, Tin City Cider, and
Shows how dangerous walks can be. Becker got on with the walk, and then Ashlock brings him in with a huge hit out to left field that rolls all the way to the fence and secures him to second base.
Well, you know, there's a saying that I learned from former Blues broadcaster Nate Mills. Leadoff walks, ill-advised, and could come back to haunt you. They have in the first and the third inning today.
Yeah, Cesar Chavez, leadoff hitter for the Blues, also got on base with a walk and came around to score the first run of the game for the
batting now
Blues.
for the Blues, number 19, Sean Rivas.
Sean Rivas now comes up with the runner. On second base, and Mason Ashlock. Big swing and a miss at the first pitch. Rivas reached on an error and scored earlier today. That was in the second. On the ground to third. Happy birthday hop for Hall as he throws it across. 2 outs.
Ashlock stays at second, doesn't even think about making it to third, as
Now it's number
third
48,
baseman Hall would certainly just
catcher Miles Major.
tag him out.
Ball hit in front of you, less than 2 outs, or even with 2 outs. Stay put. Miles Mader made a good first impression in the second inning after hitting an 104-mile-an-hour single into center field.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Hit the other way, and that one's going to drop. Regalato's waving around Ashlock. Here's the throw, cut off by Johnson.
When the Blues score, you
Blues score their second run of the inning. Mater's 2 for 2. 96 miles an hour. He has 2 hits that have combined for 200 miles an hour. Averaging 100 off the bat. Miles Mater, have yourself a debut.
Direct and the special effects brought to you by Magic FX. Blues are sponsored by ABC Bonding, Active Church.
It looks like that is going to do it for Riley Bassett. After 2+ innings, he's given up 4 runs and is still responsible for Mater on first. He'll hand the ball over to a lanky lefty when we come back. Gavin Constantine will face the new left-hander, Brett Pinkerton, a former Blue. Before my time, and I'm old. That one's going to scooch all the way to the backstop, and Mater moves into scoring position. Now runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Constantine, who walked in his first at-bat. First plate appearance, I should say. Ball's too high. Two out. Inside, 3-0. Constantine working a good at bat. Called strike. A get me over strike.
Pinkerton trying to work his way back through the at-bat. Not wanting to face the leadoff hitter, but he will anyways.
First batter he faces is a walk. Constantine has done that twice today.
Number 49, the center fielder. We're back to the top of the order for the Blues. It's Cesar Chavez.
From what we know about Pinkerton, he used to pitch at Cuesta. Trying to see if I can find those Cuesta stats. Unsure if he still plays college baseball. If that one's a college strike. It's 1-1 to the leadoff hitter Chavez. Upstairs. Graduate of Arroyo Grande High School back in 2023. Swung on, I missed. The deuces are now wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with 2 runners on. This one's hit off the end and looped in the center field. Capel will find it and make the grab to end the inning. The Blues score 2 runs on 2 hits and leave 2 stranded to go to the 4th. It's a new pitcher for the San Luis Obispo Blues. Say hello to Hunter Kohler, making his 3rd appearance of the season. In his 3 innings pitched, he's given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. First pitch is popped up. Mater rips the mask off and tosses it before gloving it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
effective first showing for Kohler in this game.
Number 18, Drew Capel for the Indians.
Oh. Excuse me. This is still Corbin Geeson on the mound. Hunter Kohler, who I just introduced to you, will probably be the next Blue to pitch. He's in the bullpen. On the ground, hit hard. Murillo, backhand stab, dive, throw, not in time. A great effort.
Great effort by both the shortstop Murillo and also the first base Rivas. Difficult pick, was able to keep it ahead of him and keep the runner Capel from going for second.
Rocco Mucili will step in. Banducci, Mucili, Italians. I mentioned it last night. I mean, I'm not super Italian. I have a family heritage from there. Last name Giacomini. Hard to not be immediately associated with Italian. So I know an Italian last name when I see one. Banducci, Mucili. Has to be. Called strike.
Well, not Italian, but we are seeing a pretty big lead coming from Capel over there, over at first, with only one out. In the middle of the lineup. At the plate.
Runner goes, swung on a miss to throw downs, and not gonna be in time. It's 1-2 to Mucili, the second baseman. Struck out swinging in the second. This one gets away from Mater, and a wild pitch is going to move Capel all the way to third. All of a sudden, the Indians are threatening with a runner 90 feet away. Popped up, out of play. Do it again.
Second baseman Constantine makes a huge run to attempt and catch that fly ball. You see him jogging back to his position on the field now. Great effort. Didn't come too close to the ball though.
This one's hit pretty high out into shallow left field. Murillo makes the play, and no tag from Capel. Good out there. Now there's two away for Chris Johnson.
Number 50, Chris Johnson.
And Dean Traynor is going to make his way to the mound.
Blues Baseball is sponsored by Bon Ton Creole Cafe. Also sponsored by Earth Systems, Educational Employees Credit Union, Electric Craft Incorporated.
See if this is going to be the end of the day for
the Enterprise Secure
Geeson.
And Ewing Irrigation. Other sponsors of Blues Baseball include Meanward Lumber, law firm of Paul Hyatt, Connolly & Bowen, Glenn Burdett, Gabe Davis Real Estate, and
You can see the team gathering near the entrance of the dugout.
Field Recordings Wine, Firestone Walker Brewing Company, First Five of San Luis Obispo, and Horton's Fireplace Shop.
But it looks like Geeson will stay on the mound, possibly finish out the inning.
Continue the fourth inning. Chris Johnson.
Right on right matchup with Johnson, the first baseman, stepping in. Runner on third is Capel. Singled, stole a bag, and then reached third on the wild pitch. Fastball is a called strike. Johnson roped a single his first time. Ball downstairs.
Johnson got on base as a leadoff in the last inning, and then came around to be the only run so far for the Indians in this game.
Chop to second. Constantine will play it on a good hop and throw it to first base to end the inning. Exactly 50 pitches for Geeson through 4 innings. It's bottom fourth coming up. Diego Murillo leads it off in a 4-1 ball game. Ryan Giacomini, Addy Daudet, with you on the SLO Blues streaming network. The Blues have scored in every single inning so far. The Indians can't say the same. Murillo takes the first pitch upstairs. Indians scored their lone run in the third. Blues got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third. Upstairs, 2-0. Murillo 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out.
Very different game than what we saw yesterday. The first run wasn't scored until the 4th inning by the Blues, and most of the heavy hitting was done later in the game. Today we're seeing an early start from the Blues.
Inside, the Rio advantage. Comerford on deck. Here's a 3-0. It's outside, a 4-pitch walk. Fifth walk that the Blues have drawn so far today. Comerford an RBI single and a ground out. Murillo with plus speed at first, as not going to need it. Trots into second base on the wild pitch. "90 feet closer to scoring now and extending this lead. Indians still in what I like to call slam range. Essentially just 4 or less. Humberford squares to bunt, pulls it back. The reason I call it slam range is because you can hit a grand slam and you're going to either tie it or take the lead. Once you get to 5, you need more than just a slam. You need a bloop and another bloop and maybe even a third bloop and then the slam. Humberford hacks at this pitch and fouls it back. Six straight balls to start the inning for Brett Pinkerton, but Humberford had no problem swinging at the 2-1 offering. Takes this one inside. And it's a walk.
Just like that, the Blues got 2 people on base, 1 in scoring position. And the number 4 guy coming up to the plate.
I promise you, at some point this year, I'm going to play that funky music, White Boy. And I'm not going to be looking, and I'm going to think it's E.J. Royal coming to the plate. It's a good walk-up song. Becker takes a front hip slider. That's a great pitch for strike 1. Becker walked and scored in the 3rd. Swung on and fouled off his front foot. Becker plays at Northwest Nazarene, originally from San Diego, and previously played Division I ball at the University of Nevada with the Wolfpack. Outside. Becker with the Wolfpack. His first year, or both years he pitched. His first year he only threw 1 inning, and he got 19 at-bats at the plate. Next year, no at-bats, but threw 9 innings. This one's going to hit him square in between the shoulder blades. The base is loaded, and the Blues haven't put a ball in play. It's going to warrant a mound visit. And it looks like a new pitcher.
Blues Baseball is brought to you by the Left Coast T-Shirt Company.
We'll introduce you to the new arm when we come back. The new pitcher for the Santa Maria Indians is a sophomore from Bakersfield, California, Nathan Coffey, who pitched this last year with Alan Hancock, where he threw 10 innings and gave up 7 earned runs, 6.3 ERA. The year before, very, very impressive, 2.74 ERA with 6 starts, a 1-1 record, 36 strikeouts, and 42 2/3. Corner infielders play in with the bases loaded as Moran takes a gigantic hack and misses at a changeup that was right out over the heart of the plate. In the dirt, blocked by V-Hill. The Indians have allowed 6 free passes via the walk and then hit Kyle Becker. The Blues have not put a ball in between the chalk lines in this inning, and the bases are loaded. Looking to extend their lead. It's 4-1 already. Moran waits on the slider and tops it foul.
Moran's certainly looking for a hit, not wanting to get on base with a walk or a hit by pitch like we've seen so far. He's certainly taking big swings, which isn't unexpected coming from the DH.
Fouled back. Had the timing right. Couldn't get the barrel to it. Remains at 1-2 for first team West Coast Conference honoree. In the dirt, V-Hill blocks it. One of the top-ranked players in the entire state of California at a high school a few years ago. According to Perfect Games, 7th ranked outfielder and 30th overall player. 2-2. Swung on and hit hard, but pulled it too far foul. He's now converted to an infielder and a designated hitter in college. After what appears that he was mainly an outfielder in high school. Swung on and popped up. Let's see if this one's playable. V-Hill tracks it down, and he can't make the catch in foul grounds. Hard to see, impossible to see on the broadcast, but it's a tough play to make. V-Hill is in the squad, has to rip the mask off, find the ball, make the long run, and try to compose himself to make the catch.
Moran gets another life to play after fouling off yet another ball. Hoping to make something work with the bases loaded and no outs.
He had a similar situation in last night's game. As that one misses away. In the second inning, he popped the ball up in foul grounds to Banducci, who dropped it. And Moran was given another life in which he recorded a double. It's a full count. No outs, bases loaded. And it's ball 4. Coffey walks in a run. And the Blues have scored without putting a ball in play.
That is $3 Coors Light and $4 field recordings wine now at both sides of the ballpark. Now a 5-1 ball game.
This is kind of what Cal Poly is used to be honest, when playing the Indians. The Blues. Excuse me. First pitch is a mile high and in the infield. And the third baseman, Hall, drops it, but the infield fly rule is called. So it's going to be the first out anyways. Well, my goodness, the wind is just messing with these guys.
The infield fly rule means that every base runner will stay on their base with no attempt to run, because in case that was a intentional drop, it would force the runners to move around the base paths and cause a double play. Therefore, every player will just stay where they are.
Downstairs on the first pitch to Rivas. The Blues had a game last year against the Santa Maria Indians, where they won 21-5. Blues scored in every single inning other than the 8th and the 9th, but they didn't hit in the 9th. In that game, the Blues were hit once, twice, hit twice, and walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Today, so far, they've been walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hit once. It's 2-1 to Rivas. Bases are still loaded with 1 out. This one off the front foot. It's 2-2. Coffee trying to work out of the jam that Pinkerton created. Blues have scored in every inning so far. Inside, full count. There's an RBI single in the first, an RBI single in the second, an RBI double, and an RBI single in the third, an RBI walk here in the fourth. Make it 2 RBI walks as that one misses inside.
When the Blues score, you score. $3 Coors Light, $4 Field Recordings wine still going on both sides of the ballpark. And coming to the plate now, the catcher, Miles Mador.
Miles Mader comes up, bases loaded, 1 out, 2 runs in. Blues still have only put one ball in play, and it was not even caught. It was an infield fly rule. Mader's 2 for 2 with 2 singles that have averaged 100-mile-an-hour exit velocity.
Clap your hand. Clap your hand.
Called strike. Only 1 out, and we're almost 20 minutes into this half inning. There's a slider, maybe a curveball for a called strike. Mader, a Hoosier from Indiana. Just 3 at-bats this last year. Big swing and a miss, and that's the first strikeout of the day for the Santa Maria Indians.
And now the 9th spot in the lineup for the Blues, the second baseman.
Gavin Constantine will get a chance with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Constantine has a pair of walks today.
Another curveball for a called strike. The runner on third is Becker. Moran is on second with Rivas on first.
as Constantine rips this one down the line, and that's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It's a stand-up double for Constantine.
Constantine having reached base already twice so far this game, both with walks. Now absolutely laces one down the third base line, score 2 more runs, increasing the Blues' score to 8-1.
Damage is well done here in the 4th, but might not be over. Cesar Chavez down low. Blues with Chavez batting here have bat around. Everybody has come to the plate. At least once this inning. On deck is Murillo, who started the inning with a walk. Bases are going to be loaded again as Chavez gets plunked. Murillo gonna get a chance. Led off the inning and started up this whole rally in the 4th. Now gets a chance to see if he could add on to the lead. It's already 8-1 Blues. In the dirt, V-Hill blocks it. 8 runs on just 6 hits. Blues have had the patient at-bats today. I color hit by pitches and walks with purple in my scorebook. And my scorebook is only purple. Down low.
Great frame attempt by V-Hill, who's been pretty active behind the plate.
He's honestly been pretty solid, too. Nice couple of blocks back there. It's 2-0. 3-0 now. Outside of the walk earlier this inning, Murillo flew out and grounded out. 0 for 2 today. Murillo is a called strike. Murillo is actually hitless in his last 8 plate appearances, but he has walked 3 times, getting on base. On third is Rivas. Constantine's on second with Chavez on first, and it's another hit batter. It's the 3rd hit batter of the inning.
$3 Coors Light and $4 field recordings.
This inning has really just gotten away from the Indians.
Blues baseball brought to you by Newton Construction, New Times, Mustang.
I'll bring up Rivas for the 9th run of the game and the 5th run of this inning.
Big bowl out there in the middle of the field. Anytime a player hits that bowl with a home run ball, some lucky fan is going to get an amazingly fantastic prize from the Mid-State Fair. In fact, it's such an amazing, fantastic prize, we can't even tell you what the prize is. That ball is just sitting out there waiting for somebody to hit it.
So bases will remain loaded for Brendan Comerford, who has light tower power. Definitely get into one and really uncork it. Already 9-1, the Blues have scored in every inning.
crooked numbers in the last two. It's a picturesque day at the ballpark as the Blues lead by 8 and Comerford takes strike one. Swung on and crushed, but foul. That ball, a foul ball home run. Comerford is not going to be happy that that one wasn't straightened out. Instead, he's behind 0-2. And the dirt. The Blues this inning have 5 runs on 1 hit. To recap the inning, walk, hit by pitch, walk, infield fly, walk, strikeout, double, hit by pitch, hit by pitch. And the dirt again. Vigil really doing an incredible job behind the plate. He hasn't made any mistakes on, it's felt like a lot of pitches that have been getting dirty. Deuce is wild. Swung on and popped up. This should do it for the inning. Uchili calls everyone off and makes the grab. The Blues bring 11 batters to the plate and score 5 runs on just 1 hit. They now hold an 8-run lead. Hunter Kohler comes in. I introduced him last inning, which feels like a millennium ago. But he will now come in and pitch and replace Corbin Geeson, who throws 4 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walks the first batter, his first batter of the summer, and strikes out 4. Exactly 50 pitches for Geeson. Kohler will be welcomed by Hayden Hall, who evens up the count, 1-1. Hall last weekend with the Dodgers went 0 for 3 against the Blues, as Comerford has a tough time fielding that one. And it'll be a hit to start the day
against Kohler, just like Gieson.
Now up number 27, the catcher, Gabe Vigil.
The ball got right by third baseman Comerford and dribbled out into left field.
Comerford just looked a little confused. He didn't know whether to go back on it and play it on a nice hop or come in to try to get it on a good hop, and kind of just sat right in the middle and got a bad hop. Hall played some, or excuse me, Vigil is now up. Spent some time with the Blues. It's 3-0 to Hall. And it's a called strike as Hall flips the bat away.
He felt pretty confident that was ball number 4. But there he is, right back in the batter's box.
Guy who drew 2 walks with the Blues last year. And takes strike 2. Full count now. Kohler has worked it all the way back with the runner on first. Called strike 3. Vigil didn't think so. He gets rung up.
And that gets the fans going.
First strikeout for Kohler.
The marketing tent, get your on SLO heat from Valentine Creole Cafe. 1131. Back to the
Top of the order.
For the Santa Maria Indians.
Blake Gregory, the left-handed hitting catcher, who's 1 for 2 today. First pitch is upstairs.
Take a look at the bottom of your program to see what colored dot you have on the bottom of your program.
Two and out.
Red dot, a purple dot, or a green dot.
Had his first at bat in the first inning. He reached base and was caught stealing for the first out of the first inning and pop fly to third base at a second at bat in the third inning.
Second straight at bat where Kohler has fallen behind 3-0. Gregory, 111 at bats this last year with the Coyotes of Chandler Gilbert Community College. Community college ball down in Arizona is no joke. Swing and a miss. It's high-level competition down there. He was good. Slashed 324, 472, and 441. Full count with an out. It's chopped to third and foul.
Hall will make his way back to first base.
Moose Quayler is getting loose. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back at-bats where Kohler falls behind 3-0 and then strikes out the batter.
Head to the marketing tent and get your bottle of SLO heat hot sauce from Valentine Creole Cafe. Stepping in now, the shortstop, Jaron Damry.
First pitch to Damry is on the ground. Maria will throw it to first. Very quick top of the 5th inning, and the Blues bats will get to come back up, and a 9-1 ball game.
Kyle Becker will lead it off in a 8-run ball game. Blues have scored in every single inning. Becker walked and has been hit by a pitch today. Also reached on a fielder's choice. 0 for 1. This ball is hit well into right field, which is a graveyard. And Banducci will make the grab. Wind just blows too hard from right to left at this ballpark. It's just so hard to get it out that way or get anything to go over the right fielder's head with the wind.
Early out for the Indians. Very different from the bottom half of the last inning.
Blues had 11 batters come to the plate. Scored 5 runs on just 1 hit. Downstairs for ball 1.
Moran was one of the 4 batters walked in the last inning.
And this time, I thought that hit him, but it actually was just behind him. It's 2-0. Up and away, 3-0. Moran looking to reach base for the second time today. And he's going to. It's a 4-pitch walk. Brings up Mason Ashlock.
Stepping in now for the Blues, number 41, Mason Ashlock.
Called strike.
Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Ashlock was responsible for the first out in the last inning after a pop fly to third base was dropped and then infield fly rule was called, sending him back to the dugout.
Called strike 2. Ashlock hit a 102-mile-an-hour double to the wall that scored a run in the third as he fouls that one off. Ashlock gets rung up, and he doesn't agree with the call. He's still talking with the umpire, and thought he was going to get thrown out. The umpire ripped off his mask.
Here's number 19, Sean Rivas.
First pitch to Sean Rivas is a called strike. Rivas hitless today. Scored twice after reaching on an error and walking.
Called strike. This ball is crushed, but it's going to be foul. 98 off the bat, and a no doubt home run if it was fair. Second time in the last 5 at-bats, we've seen a no doubt home run. That's just a few feet foul. Blues are still looking for their first home run of the season. In the 5+ games played here, there's been just 1 home run, and it came off the bat of Mabry for the Indians last night, a grand slam in the 7th. Off the end of the bat and looped into shallow left field, long run for everyone, and it's going to drop. Rounding second and heading for third is Moran, as it'll be a double for Sean Rivas. Not well hit, but it doesn't matter. You look at the difference between Ashlock's 102-mile-an-hour double and that double. They look the exact same in my scorebook.
The catcher, number 48, Miles Madoe.
Brings up Miles Mader. 2 very hard hit singles and a strikeout. First pitch, slider that misses. Hit off the hands and sent into left field. Going back is Gregory, who makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning.
Tonight, I know you've been holding on to those tennis balls.
Blues strand 2. It's the first time they haven't scored a run.
The tennis warehouse.
And we go to the 6th.
Tomorrow, as you'll recall, you were ready.
Hunter Kohler back out for his second inning of work, and he'll face a pinch hitter to lead off the inning. Still trying to figure out who it is as he ropes it to second base, or excuse me, to first base, and Rivas will pitch it to Kohler for the out. The batter was Caden McLeod. Brings up Dom Banducci, who's 0 for 2. Called strike.
At the plate for the Indians, number 8, Banducci.
One and two. Swung on a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Kohler. It's a Blues pitching staff that has 10 or more strikeouts in every single game this season. It's their 7th today.
Here's number 18, Drew Capel.
Drew Capel steps in. First pitch is a called strike. Lefty still getting loose for the Blues is Moose Queller. Swung on and chopped to third. Comerford will come in a little bit and throw a missile across the diamond. A quick 1-2-3 inning. That's the third time that the Indians have gone down in order. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Gavin Constantine coming out to some Dominic Fike will lead it off. Very different than his walk-up song last year. This year was a Drake song. Who's calling my phone? This year he's a baby doll. Reached all 3 times he's come to the plate today. A couple of walks and a 2 RBI double. 2-1. On the ground to second. Throw to first is in time. Constantine chopped off the base pass for the first time today. And it'll bring it up to the top of the order. Cesar Chavez is 1 for 2 today. Fouled off.
Caught barehanded by someone out there in the bullpen for the Blues.
Two-one, waits on the slider and bounces it to third. Hall will make the play in time. Diego Murillo with 2 outs and nobody on. Murillo hitless despite the Blues having 9 runs. It was actually 3 batters in the Blues order who don't have a hit. It's Murillo, Becker, and Moran. All of them, though, have reached base safely twice via walks or hit by pitches. Murillo actually drew an RBI, with a hit by pitch in the 4th inning when he came up as the 10th batter of the inning. He also served as the first batter in that inning and walked. 3-0, and Murillo walks once more in the 6th. It's a 2-out base runner.
Coverfort's next up for San Luis Obispo.
The 2-out walk will give Comerford an opportunity to hit. Down low. Comerford in his last at-bat popped up, but only after crushing a foul ball 350 feet. It was about 20 feet to the right. Would have been a home run. Hit hard to third. Backhanded stab by Hall. 2-up across the diamond is in time. Unlucky for Brendan Comerford, who hit that ball hard off the bat. And it'll end the inning. Blues go down as 4 batters come up, and we go to the 7th.
It's a blue making his debut, Moose Quaylar, originally transferred to, or excuse me, originally committed to UCLA out of high school, now playing at Fresno State. Moose's real name is Justin, and Justin was born deaf. Can't hear out of his right ear, only has 40% hearing in his left ear, and he's a twin. The doctors originally thought that his hearing would come as just a complication of being a twin. So there's a little more that goes into it when there's two babies. But by the time he was 3, doctors confirmed Quaylar was completely deaf in his right ear, and like I said, only about 40% hearing in his left. But that didn't stop him. Committed to UCLA, who this year are the #1 team in the entire country. Now he plays at Fresno State. It helps his dad, Justin. Was a special education teacher and a former Fresno State pitcher. And he used baseball as a tool to help his kids communicate and build their confidence. Because not only was Moose born deaf, but his brothers had hearing issues as well when they were younger. A very cool story for Moose Queller, and we're excited to see him pitch all summer long as he pumps in a fastball. One of the best pitchers in the entire state of California coming out of high school. The 0-2. Swung on a missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Rocco Mucili. For Hunter Kohler, he throws 2 innings, gives up just 1 hit, no runs, walks nobody, and strikes out 3. Good day at the office. Queller, this last year with Fresno State, had a 6.23 ERA. Struggled a little bit with his command, 30 walks in 30 innings. It's the first ball he's thrown. Chris Johnson is no longer in this game. He is getting pitch hit for someone we are unsure of. Don't know who it is.
Sports the number 46.
He's a right-handed hitter. That doesn't narrow it down. Down and in. 2-0. I think it's Garrett Geenan because Garrett Geenan wore 46 yesterday. Geenan yesterday started in right field and went 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI single in the 8th. A big hit that extended the Indians' lead after the Blues narrowed it to just 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Ahead in the count, 2-1, as Moose misses in the dirt. Geenan, a Coyote from Chandler Gilbert Community College. There's a few Coyotes on the team for the Indians. As he hits this ball pretty well out into center field, but it's towered, and Chavez will make the catch in front of Ashlock.
Ashlock came in pretty hot. Looks like he almost ran into Chavez a little bit out there in center field, but nevertheless, it'll be an F8 for the second out of the inning.
First pitch to Hayden Hall is fouled away.
Stay where it is. The free foul ball sponsor today is JW Design.
Hall had a very impressive play in the bottom of the last inning. A backhanded stop from Comerford, in which he threw over to first base for the third out in the bottom of the sixth.
A nice reactionary play. Blues haven't scored in the last 2 innings after getting 1 in the first, another in the second, 2 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. For the Indians, their lone run came in the top of the third. We now have 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Ryan Giacomini, Addy Daudet here on the SLO Blues streaming network. Game 6 of 33 at home, as that one misses away. And 6 of 52 overall. The Blues will play 19 road games, which kick off this Tuesday when Addy and the rest of the team travel up to take on the Stompers of Sonoma. Called strike, 2-2 to Hayden Hall. Stompers opened up their season last night with a win and a non-conference game. Swung on and fouled off.
Out of bounds. Thanks again to JW Design and Contract.
Their game last night was against the California Red Tails. On the ground, foul. Today the Stompers play the Berkovich Honors at their home field in Sonoma, Arnold Field. Beautiful ballpark. Deuce is wild. Swung on a miss. Queller gets his second strikeout of the inning, and it's 9 retired in a row for the Indians. We're halfway, or excuse me, it's time to stretch.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
It is the bottom of the 7th. Blues up 9-1, and up to plate is Becker for his 5th at-bat of the game. First pitch will be a ball way outside to the lefty batter, originally from San Diego, California. Great hit off the end of the barrel, but lands foul for strike number 1. Umpire stops play as the bullpen for the Santa Maria Indians climbs over the field to grab the ball. Pitch will be low for a ball number 2. Becker already back in the box, and pitch is on its way. Similar pitch will rack in ball number 3. The count is 3-1 for our first at-bat of this half inning. And the 5th pitch will be a ball, sending Becker to first base quite enthusiastically. And that will bring up the designated hitter, CJ Moran.
Next up to the dish for the Blues is number 28, CJ Moran.
CJ takes a couple swings low back and forth, preparing for the pitch. Here it is. Pretty similar pitch to the last 2 balls served to Becker, but that will be a strike on Moran. Becker out on first, not taking a terribly huge lead. Ooh, but a passed ball will be sending him to second base. That puts a man on second with 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs for CJ Moran. Moran prepares for the even count. Hard hit ball to first base, but that will be fielded by Geenan, who came in for Johnson. And that'll be the first out of the half inning. And sending Becker to third base. That'll bring up Mason Ashlock. Mason Ashlock with a huge double in the 3rd inning, which resulted in him scoring. And a big swing for strike number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Becker just 90 feet away from making this score double digits for the Blues. The pitch is low and will be ball 1. The Blues have not scored a run since the 4th inning, where they racked up 5. Looking to make some more magic happen here in the bottom of the 7th. Ashlock faces a 2-1 count. Big hit. It looks like it'll drop foul. Banducci not able to grab that. So it'll be the second strike. Another foul ball, this time on the ground down the third baseline. Ooh, that one almost nicked him. He leans back for ball number 3. Great hit right up the middle. out towards center field, which will bring Becker in home safe.
When the Blues score, you
And
score.
Ashlock
We
first.
have $3 Coors Light and $4.
Very nice piece of hitting, especially in a 2-strike count. Went down to protect the zone and able to be productive with it.
At the plate now, number 19, Sean Rivas.
It's the second RBI for Ashlock as well. Sean Rivas takes the first pitch downstairs for a ball. He's 1 for 3 today. Popped up in the right, shallow right field. The right fielder, Banducci, didn't get a good read on it, and it drops. Going first to third is Mason Ashlock, as the tag was in time, but the ball was dropped by a third baseman, Hayden Hall. It's going to go as a single for Rivas, his second hit, his second weak contact hit as well. He had a hit in the 5th inning that was a 67-mile-an-hour double. This one's going to be
Brings up number 48.
a very weakly hit single. Miles Mader, 2 for 4 today. It's the first pitch the other way, and that falls. Run number 11 comes in for the Blues.
Score, you score.
Third hit of the day for Mader.
11 times, $3 Coors Light and $4 glasses of field recording light until the inning is over.
The Blues seem to like that side this inning. It's the
Play now,
third ball.
Gavin Constantine.
hit over to right center field.
Back up the middle to the pitcher. Goes to second for one. The throw to first is in time. Constantine grounds into a 1-6-3 double play on the first pitch he sees to end the inning. The Blues, however, extend their lead as we go to the eighth. There's a new pitcher for the Blues. It's Titus Gaki. Gaki making his second appearance with the Blues this summer. In his previous appearance, he threw 2 2/3, gave up a hit with no runs, no walks, and struck out 5. That's a good day. He'll face Gabe Vigil. The Blues have retired 9 straight batters, 5 of which have gone down via way of the K. First pitch is going to be a base hit back up the middle for Gabe Vigil. First hit and first runner to reach base safely since the leadoff batter in the 5th.
Vigil's been behind the plate all game and has done a pretty good job back there. He's had a couple of difficult stops and a couple of throws down to second. Key pickoff attempts.
The pinch hitter for the Santa Maria Indians, it's number 4, Ulysses Call.
Ulysses Call.
Big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Very quickly, Titus Gaki gets ahead in the count. Gaki, after giving up a leadoff single. And it's good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Call.
There's a bottle of hot sauce going into number 1359.
Strikeout that might not seem that important, but it's strikeout number 10 for the Blues, which means 6 games and 6 times where the pitching staff has reached 10 or more strikeouts.
Slow heat hot sauce. There's a pinch hitter, number 12.
Another pinch hitter, AP Anton Giacomini.
Another one of those Italian names.
Yep. Excuse me on the pronunciation. It's Goki, as Anton Giovanetti gets a hold of this one. Going back is Becker, who will make the catch.
Batting for the Indians, number 16.
Now it's the lefty, Caden McLeod, who pitch hit for Cesar Garcia in the 6th, as Goki gets a sword. Ball 1. Minuscule lead off first, as this one's nubbed the other way. And foul. Blues looking for their first CCL win of the summer. Got a nice 10-run cushion as it stands. Off the hands and looped into right field. It's going to fall. It was trapped by Ashlock, and going first to third is Vigil. 2-out single puts runners on the corners. Dom Banducci coming up.
Vigil read that play very well. He saw the diving play made. The ball wasn't caught, but the play wasn't being made with the ball on the ground and took off for third.
First pitch is way upstairs. Banducci is 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a pop out. Pop out was to the catcher. Hasn't been able to put one between the chalk lines today, and this might be a similar result. It just trickles out of play, and Mader can't get there. 1-1, called, strike 2. Behind in the count is the right fielder. Swung on and missed. Hat trick for Bonducci, and it's strikeout 11 for the Blues pitching staff. 8.5 done. It's a 10-run game. Blues already lead by 10 and have a chance to extend bottom of the 8th inning with Cesar Chavez, the top of the order, to lead it off, followed by Diego Murillo and Brendan Comerford. Blues today have 10 hits. It's the second time they've got double-digit hits this season. The other time was opening day, where they got exactly 10 hits and scored 9 runs. This one's a nub back up the middle, and there's hit number 11. It's a season best for the Blues. Brings up Diego Murillo, who's actually hitless today. Blues have a few batters who are hitless, but there's not much there. It's not like they're playing poorly. Murillo has reached base safely 3 different times today, 2 walks and a hit by pitch.
Walks have been... Wait, a lot of these Blues would reach base today.
One misses away to Murillo.
A little bobble back there by the catcher, but Chavez stays there at first. No effort of moving towards second.
The Blues have 11 hits and have reached base on a walker hit by pitch 14 times. 25 total base runners for the Blues. My goodness. Swung on a miss. Murillo got a pitch he liked and took a big hack at it. Murillo finished up his final year of eligibility with the Broncos of Cal Poly Pomona. 1 year there, 1 year with Northeastern State in the Mid-American Intercollegiate Athletic Association, and 2 years with the Cougars of Cuesta. Fouled off. Murillo draws his third walk of the day. 2 on with nobody out for Brennan Comerford, who recorded a hit in the first and a walk in the fourth.
Brendan Comerford at the plate.
Just got word that this is a new pitcher for the Indians. It's Brady Birdsong. Birdsong played at Allen Hancock this last year. Comerford takes strike one. Originally from San Luis Obispo. This last year with the Bulldogs, a 3.26 ERA, 19 and a third innings pitched, 10 walks, 15 strikeouts, 13 hits.
Birdsong up 0-2.
This is upstairs. Called strike 3. Comerford gets rung up. It's a third strikeout of the day. Comerford can't believe it.
Slowly he walks back to the dugout.
And I mean, you know, it's a 10-run game. Yeah, bat in the grand scheme of things isn't going to mean much with the final score. But for him, these are reps, and he didn't think that was a strike. Becker hitless in his debut, but has scored 3 times on 2 walks and a hit by pitch.
Next batter for the Blues is Kyle Becker.
Final attendance at today's game, 1439. Want to come see the Blues play in person? BluesBaseball.com. Buckle the knees, and Becker buckles the knees. And the pitch misses. 2-0. What'd you guess?
1574.
Okay. A little high, but it's okay.
Well, I was very low on last night's.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd bump it up, but clearly I was wrong.
You'll get good at it by the end of the year. I've had a couple years of practice. I was 40 off.
Oh, that might just get you a prize.
Probably not. It's too many, I think. I guess 1399, and it was, like I said, 1439. Swung on and hit to the right side. That's through. Regalado doesn't even wave around Chavez. He just points, and Chavez barely sneaks in the foot. It's an RBI single for Becker.
When the Blues score, you score. With $3
That'll bring the Blues score to 12, and the Santa Maria Indians 1. With bases loaded here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Blues just continue to tack it on.
Here's number 28, CJ Moran.
Big hit towards third base.
Hall is having such a tough time over there at third today. This time it's going to be an out, so a fielder's choice on the high pop-up. Just having really a hard time finding the ball up in the sky. Becker did everything right. He stood at first base, figured it was going to be caught, and then it dropped, and he had no chance to get to second before Damry could throw him out.
Not sure if it's the sun, maybe a bad read. Plopped right in front of shortstop, but nevertheless, Hall called for it.
First pitch to Ashlock, misses. Excuse me, I believe might be AP Anton Giovanni at shortstop now. Almost at short base. Jesus, long day. Outside 2-0. Two outs now. 3-0. Ashlock has 2 hits today, an RBI double in the third and an RBI single in the seventh. As well, he's popped out, hit into an infield fly rule, and struck out looking. It's a 4-pitch walk that loads the bases for Sean Rivas. 15th free pass given up. A walker hit by pitch. On third, it's Murillo. Second base is Moran. First base, Ashlock. Down and away.
Rivas comes up with bases loaded and 2 outs in the 8th inning here.
Upstairs, it's 2-0. That's 6 straight balls from Nathan, excuse me, the new pitcher, who is Brady Birdsong. Birdsong came in this inning. He's given up 2 singles, and 2 walks. As this one's popped up, it's going to be in foul territory, and nobody's going to get there.
Balls are sponsored by JW Design and Construction.
Every base runner will take their time getting back to their respective bases. All of them taking off right at contact with 2 outs.
Fouled off. Deuces or wild. For the Mustangs, who play across town normally, are down in Los Angeles today at the UCLA Regional in the winner's bracket. 1-1 ball game, top 3 against St. Mary's. Another foul ball by Rivas. Ball 3. And the count runs full. Murillo's going to get a jump start off third. Moran off second. And Ashlock off first. They'll all be going on first movement from the pitcher. Swung on and roped foul. Long at bat here from Sean Rivas.
Really milking what probably will be his last at bat of the game.
And he's going to draw an RBI on a walk.
You score. There's $3 field lights and $4 field recordings line on the left field side, affectionately known as Beer 1.
Miles Mater will have to take the catcher's gear off to bat with 2 outs. He had the shin pads on, leg guards, whatever you want to call them. He already has 3 hits in today's game, looking for the first 4-hit game of the season for any Blues player. As he hits this ball well into center field, it looks like Capel will have a beat, and that will do it for the 8th inning. The Blues score 2 on a hit and a walk and take a 12-run lead into the 9th. Chance Jasso is going to come in to pitch the 9th inning. Jasso, 3 appearances, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. He also has the only Blues save of the season. This is nowhere near a save opportunity, with the Blues leading by 12 runs. Blues looking for their first CCL win. The Indians would need to score 12 or more in this half inning to stop them. Which I don't think is going to happen. You never know.
You never do know, any given Sunday.
Baseball's a crazy game. It's Saturday.
As the saying goes, any given Sunday. To be literal, any given Saturday.
Tomorrow is Sunday, and the Blues play another game.
Sure.
Cal Expos, 2 o'clock. Swung on a missed. I will not be here tomorrow. So Addy, solo show for her. Addy will be solo for the next 3 games, actually, because Tuesday and Wednesday she'll be on the road with the team in Sonoma as the Blues play the Stompers for 2 more CCL conference games. Addy traveling. I'm staying here in SLO.
Soaking in those last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, more just I have class that I have to go to. Batter tries to ask for time, but it's not granted, and he loops a ground ball to short, and he's thrown out at first. Chappelle is the first out, and 2 more for the Indians. Uchili, 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts. Those pitching staff have 11 of those today. It's a 13-1 ball game. Off the hands and into the netting. Upstairs, 1-1. Ball, a strike, and an out. Make it 2 strikes now.
The remaining Blues fans here at Sinsheimer are excited, looking for a early out of the game.
And strikeout 12. First one of the day for Jasso. Those who are sticking around, one of them might get a bottle of hot sauce. Indians down to their last out. It's Garrett Geenan, who pinch hit in the 7th and flew out. He replaced Chris Johnson, who went 1 for 2 and scored a run. At the time that he scored, it was the first run for the Indians in the 3rd inning. The only run for the Indians, I should say. One-0 is foul tipped. Game tomorrow, a non-conference game. But it's Mimosa Sunday. Good time to come to the ballpark. Called strike 2 right at the letters, and the Indians are down to their final strike. Jasso popped up, shallow right field, and Constantine will glove it to end the game. 7 o'clock is the final time of the game, a 2-hour and 56-minute game between these two teams. And it was a good one for the Blues, a good way to bounce back. The biggest thing today, in my opinion, is in yesterday's game, the Indians made 4 errors, and the Blues didn't really capitalize too much on them. They left 13 runners on base. Today, no errors from the Indians. It looks like maybe 1 error from the Indians, but the Blues took advantage of what seems like 20 walks / hit by pitches.
Yeah, that 4th inning was very dynamic. Only 1 hit was produced from the 4th inning, and from that we had 5 runs to really push the Blues ahead and change the tide of this game. 2 very different ball games from today and yesterday. You'd almost think it wasn't the same 2 teams playing each other.
Yeah, well, there was a big spark plug in the lineup yesterday. Landon Mabry, who wasn't able to play today after injuring himself hitting a grand slam last night. Still the craziest thing to say is that he hurt himself and hit a grand slam at the same time. But for the Blues, it's a good bounce-back win. You get another game tomorrow, a non-conference game, as I just mentioned, against the Cal Expos before playing Sonoma. And Sonoma's a good team. They have been in the CCL playoffs the last couple of years, and they know how to put together a good roster out there. The Blues will probably be grateful to be playing at Arnold Field, where left and right field are short and they play like it, not like here where they're deep and they don't play like it.
Yeah, well, home runs are few and far between coming here, so I'm sure they're going to appreciate that little advantage being on the road.
Not even few and far between so far for the Blues. They're non-existent. Through the first 6 games of the year, the Blues have yet to hit a home run. And if they don't hit one tomorrow, I'm sure someone will get one out at Sonoma. It's a bang box there. It's always very warm. Like I said, it plays pretty shallow. Deep center field, though, I think it's 435 to dead center. The field is shaped like a triangle, so just don't hit it there and you're okay. But before that, it's a game against the Expos tomorrow. I think for the Blues, one thing you can kind of lay your head on today is Miles Mader. 3-hit game, 2 RBIs. I think he has a good running for our dog of the day, which we haven't even really explained to our viewers, but we give it to just whoever we think the best player for the game is. It's kind of decided between us, our stats team, and our media team, which include our photographer, videographer, social media, and journalist. I think it's either him or Mason Ashlock. I think I'm going to lean towards Ashlock because he had the extra base hit.
Yeah, both of them coming in towards the bottom of the lineup, Mader especially in that 8th spot, and yet both were able to be absolutely dynamic for the team today. As I said, in that 4th inning, we saw lots of walks, lots of hit by pitches, runs brought in that game. Yet they were able to be so dynamic in other parts of the game as well, not just that one inning. So it'd be no surprise if either of the two were able to get that dog of the day accolade.
It looks like we're going to give it to Miles Mader, who finishes the game 3 for 6, 3 base hits. One of them hit 104, another one 96 miles an hour, drove in 2 runs, struck out once as well. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Sinsheimer on this Saturday afternoon. The Blues get a big win. It's a 13-1 game. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Or I won't be. Addy will be. 2 o'clock start, 1:50, Ancient Owl pregame show. So make sure you're tuned in for that.